Hey guys, how you doing? Uncle Bob here, back once again with another video, and today we're going to be doing the review of the Damien Leone's Trick or Treat Studios Terrifier 2 action figure review, as it comes from the very growing, popular Terrifier movie franchise. And this is from the second film. Now, I actually really like the second film. I actually like the second film the best out of the three films so far. I actually like the second one better than the first one. I just like a lot of the kills. I like a lot of the scenes. Yeah, I just think it's generally, and I think it's just enjoyable. I think it's longer as well, and it's like more, seems to be more enjoyable and fun. Yeah. Well, the first one's good. It just seems to be like too quick, and yeah, I just like the second one. So yeah, this is the second one. We already had the first one, which was this. I think it was a couple of years ago, and it's from the first one, and it's got the thing that if you put it in the if you put it in the fridge or the freezer or in cold water or the temperature's really cold, the blood will appear on it, change colour, so just be as if it appears to be blood, uh, and it will make it, the blood appear. Although it does appear, but it's not really that clear, but it looks okay. And yeah, that one was a nice, cool figure because we didn't have any action figures, I believe, at that time. So now this is the second one, which has already got the blood already on it, so it doesn't change colour. It's already got the blood paint on it. So you see there on the carded, and then you see the figure there, Terrifier 2, and it's an eye popping version. So where there's an eye popping feature where you just press a button on the back of his head. Well, it's actually his brain, I believe, and then you push that in to make the eye pop. And you get a mace. You get 4 weapons with it: mace, cleaver, medical hammer, and shotgun. And then there's 4 in this second series of figures. There's this one, obviously, which is the eye-popping one. Power Girl, uh, Angel Warrior, Sign Ashore, which is in the second movie. And you get another Art the Clown figure, which is the costume shop Art the Clown. I think that is basically the same as the first figure, only the difference is the glasses. And there's a more, because I think this is, what is this, 6-inch scale, 5-inch scale? I believe there's a 12-inch scale on it. I think it's the same as this, just only 12-inch scale. Yeah, pretty much the same figure, only just larger. I wouldn't see any point in getting that just for it's double the size. Yeah, bigger. Little kid, oddly have it old in it. Well, I don't agree with that. I think these are only for us adult collectors only, in my opinion. I don't think these are for kids. I think they're, as far as I'm concerned, horror films should only be for us adults. They shouldn't be for kids, in my opinion. And I don't feel that kids should be allowed to watch these type of movies. I feel they're too bloody. I mean, I certainly wasn't allowed to watch anything like this when I was younger. I think it was only about till I was about 14 that I started watching the Halloween films. I was too young really to watch them, but I started watching them anyway. But yeah, I think they should be, and these are, as far as I'm concerned, these are adult toy collectors. They shouldn't be for kids. So I don't agree with why they would let a kid have one of these type of figures. I certainly don't know and don't agree with. But you know, some people, some crazy people, let their kids watch gory horror films at a young age. But I certainly don't think that that's right, in my opinion. I think they should be for adults only. But anyway, is I guess. Anyway, there's all the info there. Right, so the figure. Yeah. Now, I wasn't actually going to get this initially, and reason being is it's quite similar in terms of the design and that of the first figure that I did, and this is something that I'm trying to avoid, getting the figures that are quite similar to each other. I don't mind having different versions of it, but like different companies. So like, so if there's one figure from NECA, one from McFarlane, you know, it's all right if it's a different company, because sometimes it's different variation of it and done, made differently or whatever. But I wanted to try and avoid it if it was the same figure from the same company, and it's quite similar. So yeah, I was gonna not get this because it seemed to be quite similar, apart from a few different things. Like, you know, seemed like the same thing, and I wasn't really going to get it. However, it is from the second film, which I quite like, and obviously the blood paint app is applied rather than this one being where it changes colour to get the blood up. Paint, the blood's already on there, and it does look really, really good. With the blood, I feel it does actually look uh, in some ways better than the one that's unclean. Well, don't get me wrong, the one that doesn't have blood looks okay, but I feel that it just feels like something. I don't know why. I don't know why it does. It just feels like there's something missing, like it's something like the with a detail. It's something that they've got to put the blood on. But anyway, yeah, sometimes the blood version looks better sometimes. But yeah, I was going to avoid it because it looked quite similar, but you know, the blood is on there and it looks quite good. And then it's got the eye pop-in feature, which is quite good. And I feel they do look, they're going to look quite good on display, like posed together. Which is, you know, what I'm gonna have them posed together. Looks on display quite good. So yeah, the figure is really, really good with the blood on it. So the eye pop-in feature is basically, so the brain that's come out the back of his head, you push that, and if you can see, it just pops slightly forward, not that much though. It's not like coming out, you know, like for example, crazy, like right to there, but it's sort of, it's level with that eye, the right, and then it sort of comes forward. Maybe it could have been a little bit more, because you know, you've got to really, really look at it to see that it's popping out. And to be honest, it could have been a little bit longer maybe to get the full effect, because it doesn't seem like it's sort of popping out. It just seems like it's sort of not really, you know, not really that much. But it's still a cool little feature to have. But yeah, so it's pretty much the same as the other figure, only the head is tilted slightly. I don't really like that, to be honest. I would like to have it straight on. I don't like stuff when it's sort of an angle, and sort of when especially when you can't move it, when it's in a fixed position, you can't move it. It's quite annoying because you sometimes want to move it around and have it into the position that you want to have it rather than a fixed position. So you know, you don't have any choice in this situation. You've got to have it with his head slightly tilted. I think I would prefer it to have it straight on like the other one. It's sort of as if you want to go like that and move it into position, but you can't. But yeah, I guess it is what it is. But yeah, head sculpt. As I said, it's pretty much the same, and tilted, but looks really, really good with the blood paint app. Looks pretty good. I don't know if this is 100% accurate to the movie. I'm going to be watching the films again at some stage this month, because obviously it's Halloween and I always watch all the horror franchises during over Halloween the next few months. I think I've only seen Terrifier 1, 2 and 3 once each so far, I think. So I'll be definitely watching them again and seeing. But I don't know if as I said, with these figures, I don't know if the blood is the same as it is in the movie or whether it's just random. But yeah, it does look really, really good on this head sculpt. It's pretty good. And again, pretty much similar to the other one, only the blood. It's got the blood on his collar, sort of neck. Well, pretty much just collar. I don't know if he's got. Well, he's got a bit on his neck. It's like blood there. There. On the body, there's a bit on the chest. I don't think there's any on the where the black area is. Pretty much on that side there. Looks pretty good. There's none on that side. I don't think there's quite a bit of area there. I don't know how they. It seems like where there's little tiny bits of blood splattered. I don't know if it's trying to give that effect of the blood splattering, you know, like if it's killed someone or stabbed someone, it's supposed to give that effect of blood squirting out, but I don't know if, they seem to have done that by getting a paintbrush and literally gone like that, you know, with it, and managed to get, because I don't know how they would get those little tiny dots just by using a paintbrush. I mean, possibly a tiny one, but it seems like they've just gone like that to get that effect. But I don't know if you'd stab someone and it would squirt out like that with all those tiny bits. You could imagine it, you know, there being blood and going with the bigger sections. But I don't know if that would occur. Would that be just the tiny bits of blood squirting out? I mean, I've no idea. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, or whether it's even how it is on the movie or not, I'm gonna have to check. But yeah, there's blood there, and then on the hand again. As I said, I just don't know if it's random or not, or whether they just try to get it as close to the movie. I don't know. There's none on the back. It doesn't appear to be. I said none on that side. There is some on this hand, however. Some blood there. And then blood on the crutch on the left side. And again on the left leg. There's blood here. And again, like two big sections, and then like just loads of other bits splattered on that side. None on the feet, I don't think. I will say though, on where they've put the blood on, I think it's the body and the leg, it does seem like that's done by a pen. It doesn't seem like it's supposed to, because obviously figure it's supposed to be done by paint, but it seems like it's been done by a red pen, which doesn't look good, because it seems as if they've done it by a red pen, like red felt pen, and then it's sort of like faded, or like it's running out of inks type of thing, because it looks like it's dark there and then it's sort of gone there where this sort of colour's fading away, and it doesn't look great, if I'm being honest. I mean, I do like the darkish colour red, like, because it looks like dark blood, because you get that with blood. You sort of get blood, and then you sort of get like darker bits, sort of all mixed. But yeah, on here it doesn't look good because it's sort of faded away, and it looks like it's done by a pen. On the head, it doesn't have that issue. It looks like it is actually done, painted on, rather than by a pen, and it looks all right. Doesn't seem to be like there's an issue with it there. It's just only when you go onto the body, it looks like it's, yeah, because I don't know why they just didn't do that on the head onto there. Very strange, because that that looks all right on there. There's no issue there, but here it looks, yeah, it just looks really bad. As I said, doesn't look like it's done by a pen. I mean, if it's done by paint, then it's not a very good job on there. I don't know if this is on all the figures or just mine. I haven't seen, but yeah, I mean, that doesn't look good, to be honest. It starts off, it starts off alright, but then yeah, that doesn't look, because that area there, don't think really looks like blood, to be honest. It just looks like pen, which doesn't look good. But it's sort of kind of, it's with this, I think the further it is away, it's sort of better, and it's sort of not really noticeable. It's only when you go close up you think, oh, that don't look very good, that blood there. So yeah, the further away the better. But yeah, but that being said, it does look okay, and just better further away. I will say the other difference is on this is that on the first figure you didn't have a joint in the arm. This time there's just a joint in the arm that they've added this time. So you've got a movement in there, which is better for when he's holding weapons. No joint in the legs, so legs the same as the first, but different in the joints. And that's pretty much it in terms of figure. Weapons. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot the articulation. I mean, the articulation is pretty much the same as the first. As I said, the only difference is there's a joint in the arms, and legs and arms move up and down, and that's it. There's no arms that go side, up an angle or whatever. That's pretty much it. Weapons, you get 4 weapons, which is, I guess, okay for a figure of this scale. You get cleaver, I guess you say meat cleaver, that we've had with Leatherface, I think one of the Jasons or something or other, but yeah, we've had it a few kind of times, different. Sawn off shotgun. As I said, I've only seen the second one, I believe, once so far, so I'm gonna have to check. I'm gonna be watching them anyway, so but there's gonna be things that I'm gonna want to check. I want to check like how the blood looks in that, whether it's the same or not. Certainly the weapons, I kind of remember him using the weapons. Obviously I haven't seen it once so far. Sawn off shotgun. I've got a couple of those already with other figures of sawn off shotgun. Get that. And then there's the what do we call it? Medical hammer that they use, obviously, medical implement. And then the mace, which is obviously like sort of just a club or a bat with pins or spikes, you know, sticking into it. I believe someone's had that. He's hit someone in the head with it. As I said, I can't, because I've only seen it once so far. I can't remember what weapons he uses in that. But I just couldn't recall him hitting someone in the head with that, the mace. It's kind of like something like he'd do anyway. Yeah, so those are the 4 weapons that you get with it. And I think what I'm going to go for is just him holding the club. I think I can't remember if it's has it in the left hand or the right hand. I'll check when I watch the movie again. So overall thoughts, it's a nice little figure. Oh, by the way, I got it for £25 on eBay, so very cheap and certainly worth picking up if you want to have it to go with other figures. If you've got the Terrifier stuff, certainly worth picking up for 25. Doesn't cause too much damage to the wallet. So yeah, definitely worth picking up. As I said, it's not. I mean, it's not perfect. As I said, there is that issue with the blood. I mean, if you're someone that likes perfection, you're not going to like that. But as I said, I think from, you know, a glance and having it on the shelf with the blood version next to the clean version, it looks pretty cool. And yeah, some ways it does look better than the unclean version with the blood. Good little feature with the eye popping out. Cool little weapons. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not perfect, but it's alright. So that's going to be it for this review, guys. Longer than I thought it would be. I thought it would be about 15 minutes, but yeah. Sort of got into it a bit more. But yeah, that's going to be it for this, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more vids. I'll see you guys next video. Take care, bye for now, see you soon. Thanks for watching.